Welcome to your daily focus for January the 29th, 2019. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. And thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. You guys rock. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I send it right back to you. Truly. Let's turn to the cards. And see how they are going to tell us how to maneuver through this intense energy we have around us. Look at this, the Ten of Wands. Wow. The Ten of Wands. Now we are in full moon energy. We will be all week. So it's very fitting that we are feeling a 10 energy. Completions, endings, understanding what needs to be left in the past. We might be a little confused on this as we start off our day because obviously we're carrying this entire load. But I think by day's end or maybe week's end, depending on what you're dealing with, what you are looking at on your path, you can make some strong, wise decisions about where you need endings in your life, where you need healing in your life, where you need closure. And I think we can be very practical here. You know, we know that every step is so incredibly hard. So it's just taking a step back, taking a deep breath, putting that sack down. Because some of those ones, I mean, look at the growth potential. Some of them are just dead wood. There's no sense in us carrying them any farther. They're dead wood. And so we need to find out today, what is the dead wood? Or we need to at least start looking at it and weighing out the decision making of what, as we go towards a new moon in Aquarius. And it's a beautiful new moon, beautiful energy. And trust me, you don't want to be taking the baggage with you when you enter this new moon. Queen of Pentacles. Well, she came up in a few readings, didn't she? The storm is past. What I really was attracted to is her light blue dress. The spirituality that you can connect to. The creativity. So here we sit in our chair and we are feeling good about ourselves. We feel like we can do this. We've got this. We have survived the storm. See those clouds? They're behind you now. The storm is past. We have the angel whispering to us. So spiritual connections might be a little bit harder for us, or we may not feel like talking to the angels. We might be so busy trying to clear our platter or look at things or take care of things. You know, maybe it's all those little errands that you really need to just do and get it over with, or that paperwork, or the bills that you need to address, the emails that you need to send or read, reply to. You know, it's getting all that little stuff out of the way so that on Monday, when you step into that new moon energy, you're ready to plant those seeds and you don't have those extra obligations and responsibilities still lingering in your presence. So we might be more apt to do that rather than sit and reflect that we've made it to here. The sun is carved in your chair here. You sit there, and you know what I love the most about this is you're holding that pentacle so lackadaisy. You're just like, nobody can take this away from me. Because the things that will truly bring in my happiness, my success, my balance are already within me. And nobody can take that away from me unless I allow them to. So I am my own power. And I can empower myself. So this may be where people have control in your life and or your power. You gave them too much of your power and now it's time to take it back. where situations, events, or people control your behaviors. I talked about that a lot in the weeklies for many of you, so you're all going to be experiencing something to that degree. Now, it could be you trying to control things too, right? You're carrying that wood around, that dead wood around, and it serves absolutely no purpose, but you are not going to let go of control of it. And some things we have to have control over. And I can't remember what sign it was, but one of you, even though this came out for almost everybody, I used the analogy of when I was, the young mother getting my kids ready for school. And so I had my routine. I had my control over the morning. The alarm clock went off at a certain time. I'd go downstairs. I'd make myself a coffee before anything else. Start getting the breakfast on the table and the dishes, and start packing the lunches and getting them ready and laying out their clothes. And so if it was winter, then we had all that extra, the layers to put on, the snow pants and the boots, and pack the shoes for in the school. And so you have to have a lot of control over certain areas of your life, and control is very good because it keeps us organized and moving forward. We keep the things that must be predictable in our life predictable. And so anxiety or stress, I knew what time to have those kids out for the bus, but let's say the bus broke down. And I would still try and have the control. Like, it's coming, it's coming. I'm looking, down the road. I don't see anything. I know any second I'm going to see it. Because then I had to, within 3 minutes of the bus leaving, I would have to jump in my car and go to work. So, but yet if the bus was late, I had no control over that. And yet it's instinctual that the plan is to get the kids on the bus. So how do I make that happen now? The plan is to make sure that my kids go to school today. How do I accomplish that now? And sometimes you just got to sit back and say, okay, it is what it is. I'm going to be late for work. Sorry, can't help it. Sit back. I don't know, do story time with your kids, or talk about their day ahead of them, or what they want to do, or look at the clouds and ask what kind of animal they see in the clouds. I don't know. I don't. But you know what? Stop worrying about when the bus comes, because you have no control over it. What's the deadwood? What are we holding on to, or just the control of the situation or the person? That we don't need to have that control, or we don't have that control, and we're fooling ourselves by thinking that we do have that control in some way. Maybe it's changing another person in our life. If they were more like this, if they'd only do that. And tigers rarely change their stripes, so to speak. So they're not more like that. If they wanted to be more like that, they probably would be more like that. So you need to accept. And if that's maybe a conversation about it. But the conversation isn't going to change that person into something else. Only if they will it. Queen of Wands, oh, she was in a couple too. So we're getting all the energy of the week in front of us here. Well, she weighs out her decisions. She's like the judge up there. She does not make a ruling on a decision until she has all the facts in front of her. If she needs more information, she asks for it. She lets everybody have their say, so she gathers all that information. But once she makes a decision, she's also the queen that everybody wants to be around. Everybody wants to be a part of it. So it's thinking things through. And yes, we may be making some big decisions, maybe later today, maybe later this week. But once we make the decision because we took in all the information, there's like this, let's do this. And all of a sudden, where you thought you didn't have support, or you thought you didn't have the help or the right people in place, they'll show up. because that's what this queen represents. Everybody wants to be a part of what she's doing, what she's creating, what she's inventing, the seeds she's sowing. She makes it look like fun. She's so super confident, and why shouldn't she be? She's thought it through. She's made her decision. Let's get, oh, Nature's Whispers. My goodness, I've never seen a cut like that. Okay. Clear Endeavor, 39. 39 is a 12 energy. That's the year of the 12 energy. Boiled down, of course, to a 3 energy. So Clear Endeavor, 39. So the 12 energy, that's surrendering, letting go, putting your ego aside, taking time to reflect, accepting that what it is what it is, and building from that point forward. And then, of course, the 3 is the beautiful Empress. Something you truly desire requires a bigger commitment from you. This could be physical, emotional, or mental. Identify what your needs are at this time. Actually commit to this goal and be willing to put in the time to make it become a reality. Commitment plus hard work will assist in bringing your goals to completion. Once you decide, give your best to everything that you do. It gives plenty of new opportunities for you to reach your goals in no time. Pay attention to signs along the way as nature works to assist you. Nature works to assist you, God, your angels, your spirit guides, the right people. I was just saying that, right? All of a sudden the help arrives. All of a sudden the support arrives. If you're really good at organizing, but you're not so good at the computer, all of a sudden that person appears in your life. If you're doing a business, or you're great at selling, but you don't know the books, or you're great at the books, but you can't sell anything. The right people show up to help you, to move you forward. Clear endeavors. So, yeah, we're making decisions here. We could start making them today, really deciding, like, this is where I truly want to go. And then truly, like this card says, truly commit to it and give it your all and see what happens. Don't look up. Just keep focused. Our animals, absolutely. Stand up for yourself with the flamingos. Stand up for yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe that you're deserving. That was another big message within a lot of the signs this week. Raising that belief up. What am I looking at? Flamingos. I do not know why. Oh, I'm looking at stand. Okay. My brain was on autopilot, and obviously there's a glitch in the system. Stand up for yourself. Power, visionary, heart chakra, assertiveness, water, and healing. Every time you don't follow your inner guidance, every time you don't follow your inner guidance, and that's really what we're doing here. We're looking within and we're making decisions on how to go forward and what to step into and what to say and to whom we say it to. Every time you don't follow your inner guidance, you feel a loss of energy, a loss of power, a sense of spiritual deadness. The color pink on the flamingo is symbolic of love in the heart chakra. Flamingo's legs are wiry but strong, and flamingo tells you that in matters of the heart, you are much stronger than you give yourself credit. It is now time for you to stand up for yourself with your head held high. You don't have to hurt anyone's feelings. However, you've hurt yourself or allowed others to hurt you long enough. Now is the time to allow yourself to heal by being assertive and speaking your needs and concerns. You can do that verbally or write it down, but know that you have the power. Know that you have the power so long as you name yourself master of it. If you're going through something tough, reach out to family, friends, but know that you have the ability to stand on your own two legs and survive after the dust has cleared. The energy of your life may be shaky, and it's causing people to act irrational, hide, scream, cry. There are some that are even exiting your life, and then there are the ones who are entering your life and helping you with the future life game plan. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.